2 months. You guys have been harassing us on Twitter, everywhere we are kindly. Yes, on Twitter. And we have a special guest.
Hello.
Sinim
Mupanza.
It's just Sibu. Don't let them lie.
You guys have been wanting a guest, and finally we have one.
I'm not the first guest.
Okay, guys, please don't forget to like all our videos, comment, subscribe, and that notification thingy, that bell.
And guys, shout out to everybody on campus who keeps on saying hi, Mr. Osius.
Yeah, y'all are really
wow,
cute.
guys, honey, had no fame.
I just can't take it.
Okay.
It's too much.
Look at that. Make sure you subscribe. Get them to 1,000 subscribers. Stop playing games. Okay?
Yeah.
We're nearly there.
Go through to Sibu's page as well and click subscribe.
But we're just beautiful people with beautiful problems. Yeah.
We are going to talk about should we legalize sex work? That's the
Sex work. What is that's a very good question. So it's going to define it.
I'll define it. So, okay, from my understanding, sex work is when you have sexual interactions with people in return for money.
That is a nice.
Wait, can I ask, does that count people who are being blessed as well?
So I think it depends on whether you do it as a like a source of income, like it's your. Because then the thing is, like, being blessed is it's a very like broad thing. Because some people are like some people will tell you that your boyfriend is your blesser when your boyfriend is spending money on you.
Either or, whether you're black or white. For me, I'm just not for the legalization of it. And I say this because I'm very much of a spiritual person coming from a biblical background. Just point blank, like, it goes against God, what He's put up. And with regards to, like, people say, but it's my life, like, how am I meant to pay my tuition? Like, obviously, I'm going to say it starts from the small things of, like, your faith. Like, where's your faith? Do you have faith in your circumstance right now? Or, like, do you really believe in a God who can do things for you?
But what happens, I hear what you're saying, and yes, I am Christian as well. But what happens when, like, for me mostly, because I get to interact with people a lot, and you get to hear people's problems, guys. Like, you encounter somebody who owes 200,000 and they have no way of paying that thing. And for them, the only other thing they have to pay is their body. Like, so what happens in that stance? I believe in God, and, like, you know what? I've been praying the whole year, and here I am, 200,000 still
and it's
being
January
one.
now,
It's January,
and this is an option.
I'm homeless. What
and
do I
someone
do?
can give you that money right now,
Exactly.
right here, at this point. I also just feel like people don't think about this, but some people do sex work because they enjoy it.
Exactly.
Because people go, sex is nice. If I can make money from doing something I enjoy, I'm a YouTuber. I make money from something I enjoy, but because it's sex, it's different.
Not?
So
it's frowned upon because
so I think one thing we have to always keep in mind is that as much as a lot of people do it because it's a last resort, some people do it because it's easy money. I just have to.
Why is it illegal?
It's illegal because men are in charge of criminalizing it and criminalizing.
Yeah, guys, I come from like a feminist point of view, and I think it's very essential that women reclaim their bodies. So if you feel like prostitution is something that you want to do and engage in, and you're okay with it, then do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
So you're saying it doesn't necessarily have to be the point of, like, you need the money or
no, it can just be a job. Like, I'm studying to be an engineer, and I'm going to be a prostitute.
Your side job can be
no, it can be a job.
Your actual source of income.
Your actual source of income.
Because you want to, like, you're doing engineering because you want to, and you should be able to be
just out of, how we were talking about how the South African Constitution is influenced by Christianity. So
implicitly.
Do you think the moral standing of it does influence why it's illegal?
Definitely. But just remember, morals are also subjective. Moral according to who?
As a Christian, like, it's very hard to support social causes such as, like, what you call
very
like, Conflicts of interest. And like, yes, I do want to be in the forefront and be saying, yeah, women, take charge of your thing. But like, as well, I need to consider where I come from, what I was raised from, and that's from a Christian basis. So what do you do in those instances?
Yeah. I think you need to pick a struggle.
Yeah.
Feminism and Christianity do not go hand in hand.
So
if you
and
that cannot be true.
Yeah, but anyway, that's
a conversation for another
day.
Okay, this is my opinion. Yeah, feminism and Christianity do not go hand in hand.
For me, personally, like, I know that all of these things are happening.
Yeah.
I'm aware of it. And with this whole thing of being gay, a person like being gay, for instance, like, I can't pick and choose that I love you today and I don't,
love
the next
you tomorrow.
day. Because being a Christian, then that doesn't fulfill being a Christian.
I'm scared that when you legalize it, a lot of people that are in it right now aren't even in it by choice. So if you legalize it, weren't the people that, like what do you call them? Pimps. Wouldn't the pimps just take that as it's an okay thing? Like, my girls can just be and exploit it instead of trying to make it safer. They just bring in more girls into their rings and just prostitute more girls.
But then wouldn't more girls be able to do it by themselves? Because a lot of the reason you'd have a pimp is so for safety and also because but now you don't necessarily need a manager to like take care of your business, because now it's okay. You're out in the open. When that business guy, like you're doing whatever you do.
Like, can you not be Christian and not understand the fact that there is no balance to strike? Do you understand? Because I think it's almost like, okay, let's legalize it. We're not going to be able to fix everything, but let's not legalize it. It's also not going to fix everything. Yeah. So I think it also just comes down to like reason as to why are we doing it. Okay, so as a Christian, I'm not doing it because I particularly support it, but I do understand that there's already people doing it already. So let's do it for them to just make sure that it's safe or for the stigma around it, because already judging is another thing that's against the Christian statutes or laws. So stigma is a very big thing. That's actually what makes it most unsafe.
I think it should be legalized, because legalizing it will bring in like certain terms and conditions, like you'll have to get tested as a prostitute. You have to have certain papers so that prevents like things like STIs spreading around.
There will probably even be like a way to like track that people are doing A, B, and C. Because now people are vanishing too. People will just vanish and like, because there's this stigma, who's going to be looking for a sex worker because Nobia Sebenza, like she's been gone for days, like whatever is the case may be. But when you know that it's my job, it's my work, this is what I do.
You need to be conscious of like how times are changing. I know people always say, okay, so for example, the Bible doesn't change or God doesn't change and things like that. But the reality is we're in a world that changes and people function differently, and our laws can't be stiff, they can't be rigid, they need to be able to adapt to the times and you know what I mean? Because I mean, this wouldn't be a discussion we'd be having 20 years ago. Do you understand? Or it would be slightly different the way we're speaking about it. But I mean, it is what it is, and we just need to be more realists than we are religious or more realist. I don't know. I think it helps.
That is very interesting.
We need to be able to understand that, okay, listen, perhaps there's no balance to strike. I can't just be religious or just be a realist. Do you understand? I need to be able to live in the society I'm living in, because I'm not isolated.
But then also, guys, I'm not a traditional person, but I'm trying to think of what a strictly traditional person would say. Like why was it made illegal to begin with? So surely there was things that were being guarded. I don't know if you guys are getting my question.
Just wanting to control women.
I think that's the gist of it. Like, because sex work doesn't work the same for men as it does for women. In the realist world, it doesn't work the same. I firmly believe that if sex work worked the same with men and women, it would have
been illegal a long time
If men could make as much cash as women in sex work, I
just feel like our constitution and our laws are largely influenced by religion, Christianity that is. So I sort of feel like Christianity is imposed on people. Christmas is a public holiday, but Ramadan is not.
In South Africa.
In South Africa. You see, so are we really a secular state?
No, we're not.
But that's how it is.
But I mean, okay, the thing is that, okay, that's a different argument, but there have to be some sort of laws and things that govern the country. People must be governable, full stop, to some extent.
You can't just
we
let
can't just let us be.
But since our constitution makes provision for like all religions and stuff, certain things need to be revised to make it more
all the time.
Definitely. I say legalize it because I think things like constitutions are beyond our own personal opinions. I mean, I might have my own personal opinion, but that if it's going to affect everyone, then my personal Christian views have to kind of, I don't want to say set aside because that's also going to get me to a lot of hot food, right? But like, I just have to be conscious that I'm not just dealing with people like me.
People are not crying.
Like from a Christian point, people should not do it. And realism and Christianity sometimes don't go hand in hand. Unfortunately, I can't be using my faith to believe God to shake mountains and to get me to rest. And then I must be realistic about the fact that I don't have rest.
So that's
if you have to serve one master, you're either serving God or you're serving
the world.
Okay. So then with that being said, you're saying that you would
whatever God you serve.
You would
whatever
like people you would like people to not
do it.
Participate in sex work.
But
are you for the criminalization? Is that the word?
Criminalization. Maybe they could be like going back to Tulu.
Because also
there were laws put in place to protect, people like from things like for the safety issue. But obviously times have changed. But maybe things could be revised. But
also I'm gonna forget my point. On the point of choice, right? I choose to not be Christian, for example. You choose to be Christian, so you are governed by the laws of Christianity. Do you know what I mean? So for you can say no, whatever. The law should be neutral.
Guys, do you think it would ever fully accommodate every single person?
It won't. I think it needs to be clear then. Because if you're in an Islamic state, it's clear. You follow Islamic rules. You can't then say you're non-secular.
Because that's what's happening in South Africa. No, we're not a religious country.
But it's actual facts.
Just because something is legal does not necessarily make it right.
Yes.
So I think just because something is legal, do you know what I mean? We could legalize it to make it safer, and all of those things.
That's what I was saying, that even as a Christian, the moment it affects a lot of people, I need to be conscious.
That's the thing, because new laws would have to come into place. Like, you can be in sex work, but you have to go to an HIV test every week or whatever.
Well, guys, thank you so much for watching our video. Do the things as Desiree said before, like subscribe.
Like
Write letters to us, guys.
I love that PO box in the description.
And thank you, Sibu, for being on our channel.
Thank you guys for having me.
And you guys should comment if you think sex work should
tell
be
us your
criminalized.
Decriminalized.
With reason, guys. Don't come here just it's wrong.
Alright, bye guys.
Bye.